What's up, guys? This is Wiggle with Wiggles Outdoors. We're up here in the woods today doing some survival training, a little ways in. And he is building a natural shelter. I'm down there set up with the tarp and hammock. So he's doing more of the bushcraft shelter. I'm gonna work on some traps while I'm up here. But he has a raised bed off the ground that he's gonna layer with some insulation like leaves and other things. And then he's gonna put his army pad on it that he has. And he's gonna sleep on it. And I guess you're gonna do, are you gonna do a lean-to over top of it or a roof?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do A-frame, drop a post right there.
Yeah.
Drop one right there. Make an A-frame for it.
Okay. That makes sense. That'd be really cool. I'm excited to see the output of it. He's totally doing this on his own. So he's doing really good. I'm excited to see how it works. But let's try to get some survival training done over these next few days that we're out here. Got my bird trap set up here over in the field away from the campsite. Going to set up a few of these and try to catch some stuff tonight. We'll if you guys want to see how this works, go check out my bird snare trap video. I'll link it in the description below. Tell me a little bit about your shelter real quick. By the way, do introduce yourself and tell about your channel too.
My name's Austin Crabtree with Rugged Outdoors, and I do survival videos. But this shelter, I was just building a shelter to get off the ground. It's supposed to rain, so here I have on each side I have a beam to run from tree to tree that I tied off. And then I have one on the other side, and they both have two spikes with Ys on them to help support them. And then it has several smaller limbs running sideways to support me. And then I just put the leaves and the twigs and stuff on there to kind of make it a little bit less hard, like your body digging into those twigs. And then I have this sleeping mat over here that I'm going to be throwing on top of it, so it'll make it nice and comfortable for me. Then I'm going to take this ridge line right here and put a tarp, like an A-frame tarp, so I won't get wet tonight. And that's pretty much the basics of this.
A little trick to hammock camping. Whenever you're out here and you put your bag on the ground next to your hammock, your best bet is just to leave all your stuff open. So if a mouse or something wants to crawl around in there, just go ahead and let him. Because if you don't, he's just going to eat everything up and he's going to tear your bag apart. Just make for a bad trip. Looks pretty good. I'll take night number 1, and it's 9:10 p.m. and it is time to go to sleep. I'm accompanied by my little moth here, and I've got the porch set up over my tarp. Let's go to bed. It is about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it is just raining like crazy. I'm going back to sleep. This is a peaceful day. So it's like 8:25, I guess, close to it. Honestly, I think last night's one of the best nights I've slept in this thing. Mainly because of the way I had my tarp set up and the rain was hitting pretty hard, and it was just, I love sleeping under the rain. But it is time to get up now and go get a fire going, or not a fire, go check my traps and go get some breakfast going. Alright. I go barefoot in the woods most of the time. Mainly because I don't like getting up and putting my shoes on. I'm too lazy, but I just noticed his shelter's up here in a spot where the sun hits it. Mine's down here in a spot where, like, can you even see that right there? It's in between those brush thickets. My camouflage tarp's pretty nice. I'm a pad guy. My hammock, man, I have to sleep with a pad in it. It just makes it so much more comfortable for me. I know there's underquilt people who like their underquilts, but I've never really slept in one with an underquilt. I've just always slept with a pad, and I find it's cheaper, money-wise, and it insulates me. I actually burn up most nights with this thing in there, but I love this pad. One thing I can say I love about this pack is it actually kind of comes out like a suitcase, and it's got a lot of room in here. I mean, as you can tell, I'm fitting all my stuff in here for just a few nights out here. But what's really cool about this is I can resituate it and have even more than enough room than to fit my winter camping gear in here as well. So not only that, this thing comes shut, and then I've got this entire thing full of food. So works really well for me. Now to put my tarp on there. I do need to get a better tarp. It's raining, for sure. And try to hit the trail, get up here and go hiking. This is a deadfall that old Crabtree made last night to see if he can catch anything. Unfortunately, he didn't. And neither did my bird traps, but set them up pretty late. I'll show you how this thing works. Explain how this works to them. Let me get over here.
Alright, so this is a deadfall trap, but it's a little bit different than a figure 4 deadfall trap where there'd be a stick running from here to here. It's a little bit easier and quicker to make, and you don't have to do any notching. But basically what you have is you have this big strong stick up here, and then you tie a rope to the bottom of it, and then you'll have another small stick right here, and you'll tie a rope to the back of it, and then you'll wrap that small stick around here and take the small end where the rope is and lock it behind that, and then you have another stick that runs into here and is laying on another stick, and it supports this stick and keeps it from springing back forward. And whenever something hits this, it goes to nibble the bait off, it'll knock this off, and this stick up here will spring forward and it'll make it drop and crush whatever's down underneath it.
Alright guys, we've been hiking for a little while today, and found some goat's beard laying on the ground. Now, I actually don't know a whole lot about this stuff, other than the fact it's just called goat's beard. It's pretty abundant though, especially up in the mountains. It seems like the higher elevations, it gets tons of it. So we finally reached a road. We're actually hiking up to a campground tonight, and this is a little weird for us. We're camping at a campground on top of High Knob, which is over here in Virginia still, but it's a crazy elevation gain from where we was. We got Gray Wolf up here set up with his vehicle, and we're going to camp out towards the vehicle tonight. So a little bit of car camping tonight, even though we hiked into it, but definitely a little bit of fun here for sure. So I'm trying to get back up here and see what we can do. Get a hold of Gray Wolf. I see him up here, but I'm telling you, this road's a really long ways to get up here. Cool camping spot, so that's for sure. I definitely like the camping up here. You can tell no one ever comes up here. I mean, it's just very secluded, and I like that because I don't like being around a lot of people. But everything just seems secluded. I hope he picked out a good spot, something really cool looking. We'll see. I have noticed one thing about this place, and that's literally everything is wet. And of course it rained like crazy last night, but getting fire going is going to be a little bit of a challenge. We can do it, but it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. It's all about processing wood. That's what we're going to have to do. It shall be fun though. You got a pretty cool little spot, I can say. It's kind of wide, open. And one cool thing about it I like is he's got this big campfire area right beside it here, and a good place for me to hang my hammock. Now I just got to tie a ridge line between these two to make it a 30-degree angle. One thing I love about hammock camping is you're constantly learning something new. I've got some stakes over here I'm using tonight. I normally don't do that. I'm also going to be tying some new Prusik knots, and I'm going to tie those on the anchor weights. That way I don't have to leave my ropes on there every single time I tie it, and it's also going to be running on toggles. I fell in love with the Prusik knot. Prusik, I don't really care what you call it, but it's the same. What is this, Gray Wolf?
It's a Scout stove. It's an old one too.
Huh.
It burns fuel tablets. Place the tablet in there. Let it burn.
Set your skillet on top of those.
Set your skillet right on top of it, or pot, or whatever. And it's even got the emblem.
Boy Scouts of America. Let's see if I can focus that in there. Yep. That's nice. Where'd you get that?
Well, I was a Boy Scout.
Was you?
I was.
You can see a smile light up on his face when he talks about it. You know he's happy to be a Boy Scout. This is how I run my stakeouts. I love my toggles. I just use sticks as toggles. They're everywhere. And then I just take the single rope that's probably about 4 or 5 foot a piece. I take my stakes, run them into the ground, tied around it, and I put my Prusik knot through my holes on the tarp and put a toggle in there. And all I gotta do is just pull this and tighten it up, make it nice and taut. I mean, this is a really good tarp. I've got that for 4 sides of it, and then my winter setup, instead of doing these sides here, I run my thing in here, and then I just close my doors, pull them together and just close them, and then tie This up here, this down here, and then on this end I just run carabiners, and so I can get in and out of it easily. And close my doors off for a winter setup. And then of course I've got my knot up here that's adjustable, fully adjustable, make my ridgeline nice and tight. I need to make sure I got this at a 30-degree angle, so I need to adjust this a little bit here, but overall it's a really nice hammock setup. I might sleep my mosquito net on tonight, and I'll show you that now. This is my mosquito net. It's the E&O. It's nice and compact. And that's with the mosquito net on it. It doesn't take long at all to put on there. Just run a under ridgeline with it and tie it together. Simple as that. I'm still learning a lot about hammocks, but getting the hang of it. My setup's getting a lot quicker. I'm just slowly adding on. I'm still debating on an under quilt. I really like my pad, but we'll see. This winter we'll determine. So we're sitting here shooting the and oh, Austin here was talking about making a sling, and we're not talking like a slingshot, but one of the ones you whip around and stop and it throws, kind of like biblical terms in David versus Goliath. Well, we was looking at his boots, and this, if you could wear boots in the woods, would be a perfect thing if you want to cut that part off and drill a hole out here and run your slings through it, like your rope, and braid it through that, and then just put your ammo in this. Smart thinking, Mr. MacGyver. Back to shooting the...
Hey, what's up, guys? I was going to show you a plant we found. They're called doll eyes, and they have a cardiogenic effect, and it causes your muscles around your heart to relax, and it can cause you to go into cardiac arrest and cause death if it goes untreated. It's one of the top 13 poisonous plants in the world, and if you eat one of these without going treated, you will die.
Chances of death is supposed to be extremely likely, even with treatment. It's very not recommended to eat these at all. Good thing they don't look very enticing when you look at them, to be honest. I don't see those.
That's why they're called doll eyes. They look like small eyeballs.
And they're actually called baneberries. I wonder if you can make a poison out of those, though. That would be kind of cool. Like something for your darts.
Yeah. Make like a venom. Cardiac arrest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like maybe even like taking...
This is known as doll eyes. And we already talked about them a little bit previously, but this is the type of plant they grow on. They just grow down this root system here. They're beautiful, beautiful little plants.
There's an overabundance of these up here, which is really crazy. I really
like this area. You do not need a hatchet if you have one of these suckers. This is a knife.
This thing is ridiculous. Single bladed, fixed blade, absolutely nice weight to it. It's very balanced. It's a little heavy. I mean, I'm going to say it's right at 2 pounds, but Jesus, man, if you're into bushcrafting, screw a hatchet. Just bring this sucker with you. You can feather rod, you can hatchet, everything. It's nice.
This is how you shave in the woods.
We was just talking about it, and on this map here on my phone, we was looking where the host spot is, and turns out there's a cabin, but it's really crazy because there's nobody here. Like, nobody's camping here. So we should apply to be the host for this campground and live in the cabin. That would be awesome.
We got one going.
I know what she's going.
Goes to show that no matter how wet it is outside, there's always dry wood, and it may not be on the external part of the tree, but all you have to do is just shave it down and process a little bit. You can have a fire. So let me see if I can shut my light a little better for you. Last night I didn't sleep with the mosquito net on the wall, and I ended up just sleeping, or I didn't sleep with the mosquito net at all, is what I meant to say. And I noticed that I woke up with some bug bites on me. Now I'm at a much higher elevation tonight. We hiked up a very steep incline, and it's very safe to say we're at a much higher elevation today. So I'm not experiencing as many bugs tonight, or expected to. I am experiencing more colder temperatures tonight, so I will have to bundle up a little bit more. But as for the mosquito net, not a big deal. I can deal with it and not worry about it. I did see a few mosquitoes out tonight, but it just makes your hiking a little miserable when you got nothing but mosquito nets on you. Anyways, I'll show you the time real quick. It is right at almost 12 o'clock. It's 11:45 right now, or 11:44. And you can see the day's date on there as well, the 21st of August. So I've probably got about 3 more days of camping. That is weird. Yeah. I can't do my hands that way. 3 more days of camping, I believe. We'll see. I'm not really sure. But definitely one for the books. Good night. You ever been so tired you just don't want to do an intro? Yeah. It is so cold, but I'm so warm right now because I'm in my little hammock and I'm bundled up in my sleeping bag and I got my sides around me and a mosquito net and my tarp and I just don't want to move because I know as soon as I get up, I'm going to be tired. This is weird. Car camping is pretty cool though, I'm not going to lie. Mike Paul brought a bunch of stuff with him yesterday and I like it. Fixing something like sausage links. I've never eaten these before. I'm excited to try them, I guess, but at the same time I'm weary. I don't eat sausage too awfully much. But I think it will be a beautiful thing today. It's warming up a little bit. And I am going... Are we camping here again tonight or are we going to hike somewhere else? You can answer me.
It's up to you.
We'll probably camp here again tonight. I like it. America. Just so Grey Wolf doesn't get embarrassed by this footage. These are actually my doings. I know these are black, but that's the only way I like to eat sausage. It's just black as coal. So, same way with hot dogs. I don't eat them unless they're black. So, I just didn't want you guys thinking Grey Wolf was a bad chef because let's face it, he's a really good chef.
Taking pictures of mocha cappuccino.
It's a cool little trick that I like to do here. Baking soda. I don't pack toothpaste in with me because I don't have any use for it. It's too heavy for what you got. This right here weighs as much as a single tube of toothpaste does. And I can use that for helping clean dishes, to deodorize myself, deodorize my equipment if I need to, especially if I'm hunting. There's a lot of multi-purpose uses for this. Also, baking soda is one of the best things to wash your teeth with because it literally makes your teeth so white that nothing else can do it. So, just a little bit of water from this faucet over here or out of like a Camelback or a water bottle or something. And on this, and just brush your teeth. It doesn't taste good. Let's just go ahead and make that clear. It does not taste good. So, I managed to actually get my setup to pack down a little smaller. I don't have a tarp to strap on the outside anymore. Everything fits inside. And I'm working on slowly getting it a little better. Mike Paul just got Charlie horsed in the knuckle by his tent. Gonna be throwing a tomahawk from back yonder to here. I'm gonna move back because I don't know how good of a throw he is, but we'll check it out. Snail shell is empty, so it's interesting that I may take that and make a necklace with it. So we're riding out of here now. Really cool thing having Forest Service actually came up and talked to us for a little bit. Talk about doing some volunteer work with them. That'd be cool. But I caught a ride out with Michael Paul today, and what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the lake and some other places down here today and check those out. It'll be cool for the video for you guys. But definitely stay tuned. So undoubtedly the lake is out through this way somewhere. So we're gonna walk to it, which is nice. More hiking, of course. My legs are a little sore today. I'm getting kind of tired, but it's worth it. There's a cool little bench area right here where you can do like a show. Let's check that out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I believe there's something in the air here making us retarded.
Enough shenanigans. Let's hit the trail. All right. So this is an informational place, but undoubtedly there is a lake up here. This is where we came in after Chief Benji's show when I hiked it back in February of 2015. Let's check it out. This is bear country. There's a lot of bear corn up here, but I'm not really afraid of bears.
I'm gonna do a little video too.
Unless they got these little fellers with them. Then they get a little intimidating. But this is what I fear. These little suckers are mean.
You want to know what I fear?
What?
That right there.
Smoky?
Exactly. That's the reason you put your fires out before you leave.
They need to put the doll eyes on here.
If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. That's really interesting. Austin's with me. He's become like my new hiking buddy, but he also does these videos. Rugged Outdoors is his YouTube name. But it's really cool that I've got somebody else out here vlogging their hiking trails with me. Well, guys, I decided to go to the beach undoubtedly. Got some sand here. Let's see how sandy it actually is. Well, it's a little sandy. Definitely a big difference between this kind of sand and
Kind of sand at a beach. Love it though. But first, let's hit the tower. This is the fire tower at High Knob. So instead of Birch Knob, it's High Knob. We're gonna walk up here and check this out. The Chief Benji Trail actually goes down to the left right there, and that's where we started that one day. That's absolutely beautiful. And you can see pretty far out here. It's still not as like open as Birch Knob, but it's really pretty. I like the canopy topping and everything else on it. It's really nice. This is zoomed in with binoculars. Go to the right. Oh, left down. Right there. That's cool. But in actuality, it looks something like this. Let's see what I can show you. You video on that? Now we go to Flag Rock, and this sun is relentless. Just got through trolling his video.
Beautiful places.
Oh. I should have got that on film. That would have been funny. Anyways, so we're going up here in this little cavern thing here.
We'll get back to
Well, that'd be cool. Oh, imagine hanging your hammock up in here. This is beautiful. A bit out of all. What's up this way?
I don't know, but I know you can go through here.
Yeah? I'm gonna go up this way.
Came back inside here. Now this is where it was just a second ago. Right here's a big old rock. You can't really squeeze through here, so I had to.
Here we are up top. Down there's the car. This is really cool. There's a little trail that goes on the side of us. Keep exploring, I suppose.
Click right there.
It's all good. What's that go down to?
It just goes all the way down to that river.
Oh, the river?
Yeah.
Buffalo. Looks like Grey Wolf found his brother up here. Is this really where they did the wood booger thing at that time? For that video, that thing? God, can you imagine seeing something like that in the woods?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is the city of Norton down here. You can see up here.
Flag right there.
You can see the town. But this, check this, is the flag that's in the rock out there. It's crazy to see. I have no clue how they would have got that out there. I mean, obviously they'd had to climb up that rock face, but that would be so beautiful to try. We should go out there and plant one. It's illegal to climb on that though. If you get caught, you get a big fine and face jail time. It's felony. But beautiful, beautiful territory though. Down underneath the flag rock, or the actual rock, is this little cave system. Climb out. And cross back in here. It's really cool. He's climbing back in there. Guys, we found a hollow cave entrance. Let's go. Oh, I love this. This is like my heaven. So beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Tell me this isn't just the most beautiful place that you've ever seen.
Oh, we just came out of that little cave. This is awesome. Absolutely. Guys, this is it. This is the end.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fun.
Thank you guys for watching. This has been one crazy episode. Couple nights in the woods. And I may even spend the night again in the woods. I'm not sure yet. But lots of hiking, lots of traveling, caves, overlooks, hammocks. What more could you ask for? Rosie O'Donnell? No, I'm way cooler than her. Like, subscribe, and comment.